Hi, I'm Master Kelvin Yap and welcome to my Feng Shui channel. Today, the topic will be Bagua. What is Bagua and the basic fundamental of it. Hi, I'm Master Kelvin Yap and I'm an internationally renowned Feng Shui master. Reason being is that I have many students around the world. I have books all around the world that are available on Amazon as well. You can go to Amazon and check it out. I also learn from various Feng Shui masters and incorporate various methods in the practice. As of 2024, I have published 20 books, and all the books are available on Amazon as well as on my website. In 2016, I actually went to Russia to teach Qimeng Tunjia to Russian Feng Shui masters. So as you see from below, all those are my books at the bottom here. As you can see from here, I actually run the Road to Feng Shui Master program for those people who want to be a Feng Shui master. As you can see, there's the blue color one is actually the Feng Shui track, while the yellow color is actually the Qimeng Tunjia track. So for the blue color one is for you to become a Feng Shui practitioner. So we have the Xianku Takao program or the Sanho program, as well as the Feng Shui practitioner program through mentorship, mentorship by me. As well as the Qimeng Tunjia program, you have the Sanho program as well as the Qimeng Tunjia practitioner program as well. So there's also mentorship provided in the Qimeng Tunjia program for you to become the Feng Shui master. As you can see from here, there's also a face-to-face classroom or distance learning available. So you can actually sign up for the face-to-face class when there's available, or you can immediately sign up for distance learning. There will be a lifetime support by Master Kelvin Yap, by me myself, so I will support you throughout my lifetime. There are also unlimited repeats and access to distance learning. So let's say you take the face-to-face classroom, you can actually repeat it in your distance learning as well, or you can take the distance learning and continue to repeat in the distance learning. So I will guide you along the way so that you can become a successful Feng Shui master. Let's do a recap on where Bagua come from. I have another topic on yin yang, so you can actually watch that topic. So as a recap, yin yang come from Wuji or nothing. From Wuji, the yin yang is formed, where it's called Taiji. Taiji or yin yang. Yin yang is Taiji, Taiji is yin yang. And it's represented by yang line, which is a straight line, and a broken line, which is the yin line. This is called Taiji. From Taiji, Si Xiang is formed because nothing is a absolute. So within the yang there's yin, within yin there's yang. So that's why the Si Xiang form is created. Si Xiang is basically, you see that within the white color there's a black dot. There's a black color, there's a white dot. Okay, so it's been represented by the lines. You can see that you take the yang line and you stack the yin yang on top. Then we got the yin yang line, right? Same thing for the yin line. You stack the yin yang on top. So these are called the O yang, yang yang, yang yin, and O yin. From the Si Xiang, Bagua is derived. So basically, what happened is that you take the O yang, yang yang, yang yin, and O yin, then you start to stack yang line and yin line on top of it, like this. So you got O yang, yang yang, yang yin, and O yin. So you put yang line, yin line, yang line, yin line, yang line, yin line, yang line, yin line on top of it. That's where Bagua is formed. So what is Bagua? Or in some English, they translate it into as trigram. So Bagua consists of the qian. You see that the table here, you got the Bagua, the symbol, how to memorize it in Chinese, and the translation of the how to memorize the translation in Chinese, right? So if you Bagua, you can see there's eight of those. They are represented by qian, dui, li, zhen, sun, kan, gen, and kun. So qian represented father, dui represented youngest daughter, li represent middle daughter, zhen represent eldest son, sun represent eldest daughter, kan represent middle son, and gen represent youngest son, kun represent mother, right? So the symbol you can see at like the previous slide where it was derived from Si Xiang. So there's a Chinese where they memorize words, or rather the sentence that the Chinese use to memorize the symbol of the Gua itself. For example, qian, so they call qian san lian. That means in English translation means qian is three links. So you want memorize it in Chinese, or you can memorize it in English. Qian is three links. Then you know that three straight lines is qian, right? The symbol is qian. So it's basically a shortcut to memorize the symbol. For example, 对上缺, 对 lack of top. That means if you look at the 对 symbol, the top one, the top line is actually a yin line. So there's a 对 lack of top. That means 对卦, right? Likewise, the same. 李中旭, right? Li middle void. So you can see the middle line is yin line. So it's 李卦. 震卦 is 震养鱼. Zhen is the upward facing jar, so it look like a vase or as a jar itself. They know that's zhen, right? The Xun is Xun xia duan. The Xun is broken off at the bottom, so you can see the yin line at the bottom is Xun, right? So Xun Gua is broken line at the bottom, so the yin line at the bottom is Xun, right? Kan Gua is kan zhong man. That means kan is full in the middle. That's why the solid line in the middle is kan. The top line and the bottom line is yin line or broken line, right? Gen Gua, Gen Fu Wan, or Gen is an upside down bowl. So it's like a bowl you put upside down, right? So it's a Gen Gua. And last but not least, got Kun Gua, Kun Liu Duan, right? Where Kun is 6 broken off lines. So you look at the line, so it's like 6 lines there, all broken off. So that's the symbol of Kun Gua. As you can see from the previous slide, the Bagua consists of the male Gua and the female Gua. You know, they represent father, elder son, so on and so forth, right? So now I could touch on the male Gua. How do we see from the image itself, from the Gua itself, you know, whether it's represent father, elder son, middle son, or younger son, right? So the tips on the male Gua is always start from the bottom, okay? The father always have 3 young line, okay? So that's why it's called represent the father 3 young line. The elder son, the young line is at the bottom, right? The middle son, the young line is at the middle, and the younger son, the young line is at the top. So you can see the Gua below. The Qian Gua is the 3 lines, 3 solid line, right? Presented below. Now for female Gua, the tips to look at to memorize the image itself, right? So always start from the bottom again. Mothers is always 3 yin line, okay, 3 broken line that represent mother. Eldest daughter is the only yin line at the bottom. The top 2 is the young line. Okay, so do you see? Look at the unique line itself, right? So unique line for eldest daughter is yin line, which is at the bottom. Middle, the yin line is at the middle daughter. The youngest daughter is the yin line at the top. So the Bagua got 2 arrangements. One is the pre-heaven Bagua arrangement. The other one is the post-heaven Bagua arrangement. So you can see the diagram below. The Bagua arrangement for pre-heaven is on the left side. The right side is the post-heaven Bagua arrangement. So the arrangement is different. Of course, there are some other masters who claim that they have another one, which is called the middle heaven Bagua arrangement. Okay, and so far I haven't seen any books that talk about it. But of course, they will say, "Oh, they are the special." You know, you have to learn from them. They will teach you. Okay, that kind of things that they are trying to promote. So, in a nutshell, pre-heaven Bagua and post-heaven Bagua, there are two arrangements. So if you go to those Chinese temple, the Taoist temple, you will see the pre-heaven Bagua, right? You will see that this symbol over here on the left hand side, left hand side. The right hand side is mainly used in the Feng Shui, but of course the pre-heaven Bagua, the Feng Shui also use that as well. So I'm going to touch on the pre-heaven Bagua and the post-heaven Bagua in the subsequent slides. This is the pre-heaven Bagua. In Chinese, it's called the Xian Tian Bagua, right? Pre-heaven Xian Tian. So you see on the left hand side is the symbol representing. So where you commonly seen in the mirror, Bagua mirror in temple itself. On the right hand side, I break it down. It's much easier to understand and read. Okay, so you can see that Qian is at the top south, right? Opposite Qian is the mother, which is Kun, right? And then on the left hand side, which is the daughter, middle daughter. Opposite middle daughter is the middle son. And then on top you can see there's the youngest daughter, then opposite is youngest son, and the eldest daughter on the top right hand corner. You can see the eldest daughter, then the opposite is eldest son. So it's always yin yang opposite. Father opposite is mother, youngest daughter opposite is youngest son, eldest daughter opposite is eldest son, middle daughter opposite is middle son. So it's always yin yang opposite each other, right? This is the arrangement of the pre-heaven Bagua. This is the pre-heaven Bagua arrangement again. Okay, as you can see that from here, the Qian and Kun is opposite each other. So you can see the heaven and earth is opposite each other. So you can see that the heaven, the solitary lines, is opposite of the solitary lines is the broken tree line. That's why it's the yin yang, right, opposite each other. So heaven and earth is opposite each other. The next one, you can see that Sun and Zheng are opposite each other. The wind and thunder are opposite each other. So if you look at the line itself on the wind, the yin is at the only the yin line at the bottom, the two yang line at the top, right? The middle and the top are yang line. Your thunder is actually the opposite of it, right? The bottom is solid yang line, and then the two yin line in the middle and the top. The next one you can see is the Li Gua and the Kan Gua, the fire and water, opposite each other. So the water has a solid yang line in the middle, whereas the fire has a yin broken line in the middle. Right? That's why it's yin yang opposite each other. Likewise, the same for Dui Gua and Gen Gua, where you can see that the Dui Gua have the broken yin line on top, whereas the Gen Gua, the top is actually a solid line. Likewise, the same for the two line. Right? If it's a solid line on one, there will be a broken line on the other. That's why the yin yang opposite, which is the arrangement for pre-heaven Bagua is always yin yang opposite. So tips to memorize the pre-heaven Bagua arrangement. This is by using your hand. You can see that the hand arrangement is this. You can see using your left hand. Okay, so starting from the top, middle finger, top, right? You can see the father is on top, so opposite is mother. So you know the arrangement is always yin yang, right? So father on top, mother at the bottom. Then the next, your son normally close to the mother. So you got eldest son is on the left of the mother, and the youngest son is on the right of the mother. Okay, that's how you memorize this. And then you know that opposite of eldest son is the eldest daughter, and opposite of the youngest son is our youngest daughter. So it's always diagonally across that. And then that's left the middle daughter and the middle son. So middle son is above youngest son, right? So the opposite is the middle son, middle daughter itself. Okay? That's how you memorize the pre-heaven Bagua arrangement using your fingers. So you can practice this using your left hands, right? To practice this. I have a book about how to memorize all the formulas using your fingers. So it's called Fingers in your fingertips. So you can actually get the book. It's all in colors. It teaches you how to memorize various Feng Shui formulas using your fingers. Next, I move on to the post-heaven Bagua. In Chinese, it's called the Hou Tian Bagua. Okay, post-heaven, Hou Tian. Okay, Bagua. The arrangement is slightly different, or rather a lot of difference from the pre-heaven Bagua. You can see from here is the arrangement. From here you can see the arrangement is that the female Gua is on one side. Okay, starting from you look at the arrow here, the youngest daughter, mother, middle daughter, eldest daughter is on one side of it, right? And then the male Gua, which is the father, middle son, youngest son, and eldest son is on one side of it. So this arrangement is actually following the movement of the earth around the sun. That's why it come out in this manner, right? So this is the arrangement itself. So the tips of memorizing the post-heaven Bagua, again using your left hand, okay, and all the fingers. So father is always at the bottom right, okay, at the bottom right. So up on top right is the mother, okay. That's how you memorize the father and mother. Then across mother is the eldest daughter, okay. So below eldest daughter is eldest son, right? So you go by the rank. So eldest daughter, eldest son. So you know that. Then the middle daughter and the middle son, because you know the female Gua is always on the top side, right? So the top will be the middle daughter. So opposite is the middle son, right? That's how you memorize this. and then that's left the youngest daughter and youngest son. So between mother and father is the youngest daughter, because that side is where the youngest daughter is where the female Gua is, and the youngest son is where the male Gua is. So this is how you memorize the position. So you understand the concept. It's easy to memorize the position of the Gua, how the arrangement looks like. So what each Gua represent, that's where the interesting part comes in. Okay, so a lot of people do divination and do prediction. So it's all based on the Gua itself. From the Gua itself, you try to figure out what are the outcome or what is the attribute. So you look at this is the attribute for Qian Gua. So what type of attribute we can look at is like the weather, the geographical, the human, the character, the body parts, the timing, animal, non-living things, housing, home, marriage, food, status, appointment, business deal, wealth matters, travel, meeting, illness, legal, grave, direction, color, name, numbers, as well as taste. This is where the most fundamental feng shui, all the information come from, right? So like for example, there are a way of using this. For example, Qian Gua represent a horse. Okay, you look at the animal itself, it represents horse. Qian is horse. So there are two ways of looking at that. One way is that Qian, you see word Qian, it means horse. If you see a horse, you actually see it represents a Qian Gua. So if, let's say you want to do a divination, for example, and you see happen to walk around the street, then suddenly a horse running about. So that's represent Qian Gua. So you can actually use that to a so-called create a Gua, create a Gua itself. Because you see a horse, that's why you see a Qian. Likewise, the same. If you see a swan, you see a lion, you see an elephant, you can do that. Or at the timing itself, whether is it in autumn or is it in sea or in high or so on and so forth. Or you can use it to predict weather as well. For example, if you know Mei Hua Yushu, you do prediction, or you use the I Ching divination. Likewise, the same. Qian is talk about weather. It's heaven is ice and snow. So you happen to plot a Qian Gua, then it represents the weather itself, and you're asking about weather itself, then it's ice and snow. So you see, there's a lot of information in here. Okay, a lot of feng shui techniques actually use the information in here. So it's good to know all this and good to memorize if you can. Try to understand and memorize the whole all this attribute. So then from there you can actually build up from there. This is the attribute for Dui Gua, or the youngest daughter. You can see, that's why you see the human is represent young woman. Also you represent concubine, mistress, prostitute, actress, translator, sorcerer, and servants, right? Basically young woman, because Dui is the youngest daughter. It also means youngest ladies in a sense. So other attributes like body parts like tongue, mouth, throat, lung, phlegm, and saliva. So sometimes that's why sometimes when people want to predict illness, and you plot the chart, you see the Dui Gua is actually represent tongue and mouth, or rather the respiratory area, right? Things like COVID, that's how you predict it come from, right? And of course, there's also other things like you can do housing, status, travel, and so on and so forth. Next is the attribute of Li Gua, right? Li Gua currently been a lot of hypes or a lot of discussion going on about Li Gua. Reason being is because it also represents the period 9 itself. If you look at the post-heaven arrangement, Li Gua or period 9 is actually represented by Li Gua. So a lot of information about period 9 actually can be derived from here. Of course, this is only all high level. So they are saying that the world leader will be dominated by middle-aged woman because of the Li Gua. You can see the human attribute here, middle-aged woman. So women will start to dominating the world. The leaders will be all women, right? And then some will say that there's a lot of issue with eyes and heart, health issue with eyes and heart because of period 9. All these all come from here, right? So you can see that a lot of people are trying to derive things from this It's just that this is the main attribute of Li Gua, so you can actually memorize this, look at this, right, and use this for whatever you need to. Next, we look at Zhen Gua, right? Zhen Gua talk about the elder son, right? You represent the elder son or the elder young man, right? So it's the elder son. So you can use it to do a lot of prediction as well. You can do marriage prediction, okay, successful, reputable family, and so on and so forth. Also, food-wise, it represent chicken, animal found in the wood, fresh meat, right? A lot of information here, right? So you can actually make use of this. Xin Gua, the eldest daughter, right? Xin Gua, right? With the broken ink line at the bottom, so it represents a lot of stuff as well. So you can go through this, right? So a lot of attributes here you can use. Likewise, Kan Gua. So Kan Gua is actually represent north, right? Middle-aged man, middle son. It also represents sailor, thief, and bandit itself, right? So it also represents pig, fish, sea creature, and wolf. So a lot of things can be derived from here. Okay, so all this information you can actually have it in my books itself, the fundamental of Chinese metaphysics. You can actually purchase the book. All this information is there, and the more details is in there as well. Gen Gua, the Gen Gua attribute, Gen Gua represent young man or the younger son. So you see a young man is actually Gen Gua, right? It also represent tiger, dog, and rats. A lot of information here as well, so you can make use of this attribute for your whatever you need to. Last but not least, Kun Gua represent mother, right? It also represents stepmother, farmer, elder woman, right? This is the Kun Gua attribute. So you can, there's a lot of things you can hear here. Direction, for example, southwest. So if you recap the 五季阴阳四象, yin yang tai ji, si xiang, and then you go Bagua. From Bagua, it's actually being derived out to I Ching, which is 64 gua. Basically, you're stacking the 8 Bagua on top of each other. 8 times 8, you got 64. So it's 64 gua itself, I Ching. So for I Ching, there are two arrangements. One is the King Wen sequence or Wen Wang arrangement, right? Another one is called Xiao Yong arrangement or Fu Yi arrangement. Okay, there's an arrangement on this, and of course the Bagua is used in the peach blossom divination or Mei Hua Yi Su. So they use the attribute of, just now you touch on the attribute used in the Mei Hua Yi Su divination. So you understand the Bagua itself, or memorizing all the attribute itself, you can actually use Mei Hua Yi Su to do the divination of what's going on. And likewise, the Qimeng Tujia also make use of Bagua, so you can actually memorizing or understanding Bagua is actually a prerequisite for Qimeng Tujia. For you to quickly pick up information from there, you need to know the Bagua in heart, in details. We come to the end of the topic. Of course, we got other topics that we cover, like heaven, earth, and in human, what is yin yang, what is qi, he, tu, lo, su, time and space, and so on and so forth. So continue to subscribe to my channel so that you can learn from other topics as well. Thank you for watching. Please continue to subscribe to watch my other topic video as well. So my website is here, www.fengshui-hacks.com. I have a blog as well. There's many articles that you can actually go and read at your free time. I have Instagram where you can subscribe to. I have Facebook page where you can go and like, so that when there's posting coming up, you can actually watch it. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, where all the video will be posted there, as well as the TikTok channel where all the video will be there as well. You're interested in the distance learning, please go to this website here, fengshui-hacks.com/wp/courses, where you can have all the courses there. You can actually go and start taking courses from there. You can just sign up the courses and then you'll be given access to that. Thank you. Hope to see you in the other topic.